In a small, picturesque town nestled in the heart of the countryside, there lived a man named Thomas. He was a kind-hearted and hard-working individual who had always placed the needs of others above his own. Thomas had grown up with an insatiable curiosity about the world and an adventurous spirit that yearned for exploration. One sunny morning, as Thomas strolled along the outskirts of town, he came across a vast expanse of dense woods. The towering trees whispered secrets to him, beckoning him with their beauty and mystery. Entranced by the sight, Thomas felt an inexplicable pull, an invitation to immerse himself in the wilderness. Driven by an insatiable thirst for discovery, he ventured into the woods, his footsteps mingling with the rustling leaves. The atmosphere was enchanting, the dappled sunlight casting ethereal patterns on the forest floor. The woods were indeed lovely, dark, and deep, and Thomas found solace in their embrace. As he continued deeper into the woods, Thomas encountered a distressed animal caught in a thorny trap. Without hesitation, he set to work, carefully freeing the creature from its painful predicament. The animal, in gratitude, nuzzled against Thomas and then scampered off, disappearing into the undergrowth. Moved by the encounter, Thomas realized that he had promises to keep beyond the depths of the woods. There were responsibilities and obligations that awaited him in the town he called home. While the allure of the forest was undeniable, he knew he had miles to go before he could rest. With a heavy heart, Thomas retraced his steps, bidding farewell to the woods that had captured his soul. The journey back seemed longer, the path more arduous, but determination fueled his every step. The memories of the magical wilderness and the gentle touch of the animal stayed etched in his mind. Upon returning to the town, Thomas found himself engulfed in a sea of tasks and commitments. He fulfilled each promise he had made, bringing joy and solace to those around him. Yet, even as he carried out his duties, his thoughts often wandered back to the woods, their serenity, their untamed beauty. Months turned into years, and the memories of the forest began to fade. Thomas found himself burdened by the weight of responsibilities, longing for the freedom and tranquility he had once experienced. The world seemed to lose its luster, and he yearned for the solace of the woods. One day, while gazing at a painting of the forest, Thomas was reminded of the words that had echoed through his mind during his initial journey. "The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep." With renewed vigor, Thomas made a decision. He resolved to embark on a journey, not only to fulfill his obligations but also to reclaim a piece of himself that he had left behind. Leaving the town behind, he returned to the woods that had held him captive with their beauty. As he walked beneath the towering trees, Thomas marveled at how much had changed. The woods, once dark and mysterious, now seemed familiar and inviting. The solitude enveloped him, and he felt a sense of peace he had longed for. Days turned into weeks as Thomas roamed the woods, rekindling his connection with nature. He found himself rediscovering the forgotten wonders that lay hidden within the wilderness. He encountered creatures both gentle and fierce, beheld breathtaking landscapes, and learned the harmony of the natural world. With a heart overflowing with gratitude, Thomas emerged from the woods, carrying a newfound wisdom. He had journeyed through miles of self-reflection and exploration, returning to fulfill his promises with a renewed sense of purpose. Thomas never forgot the lessons the woods had taught him, the importance of balance, the value of fulfilling one's commitments, and the need to nourish the soul. And even as he settled into a life in the town, he always carried the memory of the lovely, dark, and deep woods, a constant reminder of the miles he had traveled and the miles he had yet to go. Story inspired by the quotes of Robert Frost. "The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep." Once upon a time, in a village surrounded by lush green meadows, there lived a young girl named Lily. She was known for her playful spirit and mischievous smile, but she firmly believed in the saying, "First impression is the last impression." Lily thought that the judgments people formed about her upon their first encounter would forever shape their opinion of her. One sunny morning, as Lily was exploring the woods near her village, she stumbled upon a wounded bird. Without hesitation, she gently picked it up, cradling it in her hands. She knew she had to help the bird and decided to take it home to nurse it back to health. Word spread quickly throughout the village about Lily's kind act. People marveled at her compassion and the care she showed towards the injured bird. They admired her selflessness and the way she nurtured the delicate creature back to health. However, despite her kind-hearted nature, Lily had a reputation for being mischievous. Some villagers held on to their initial impressions of her, believing that her compassionate act was an anomaly rather than a true reflection of her character. Determined to prove that her first impression wasn't just a fleeting act, Lily embarked on a mission to bring joy and help to those around her. She began by organizing a village cleanup day, rallying the community to come together and restore the beauty of their surroundings. The villagers were amazed by her dedication and saw a new side of Lily they had not witnessed before. As time went on, Lily continued to surprise everyone with her acts of kindness. She volunteered at the local orphanage, spent time with the elderly, and even organized a charity event to raise funds for the less fortunate. Each action served as a testament to her genuine nature and her commitment to making a positive difference. Gradually, the villagers began to reevaluate their initial impressions of Lily. They realized that she was more than just a playful and mischievous girl. Her kindness and compassion had become an integral part of her character, and they saw her in a new light. Years passed, and Lily's reputation as a compassionate and caring individual spread far beyond the boundaries of the village. People sought her out for advice, support, and acts of goodwill. She had shown that people could change, grow, and exceed the expectations placed upon them. Through her unwavering kindness, Lily proved that it is our actions and choices that define us, not the initial judgments of others. She taught the village that a first impression might provide a glimpse into someone's character, but it is our continued actions that truly reveal who we are. From that day forward, Lily continued to touch the lives of those around her, leaving a lasting impression of love, compassion, and joy. She became a reminder to the village that the saying "first impression is the last impression" was a fallacy and that true character was built over time through consistent acts of kindness and selflessness. Once upon a time, in a bustling city, there lived a young man named Alan. Alan was ambitious and determined to succeed in his career. He had all the technical skills required for his profession, but he soon realized that something was missing, the essential soft skills needed to excel in the professional world. Motivated to develop these vital skills, Alan embarked on a journey of self-improvement. He sought guidance from experienced mentors, attended workshops, and read books on personal development. Along the way, he encountered valuable quotes that inspired and guided him. "Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude." Zig Ziglar. This quote reminded Alan that having a positive attitude is crucial for success. It's not just about what you know, but how you approach challenges and interact with others that truly matters. Alan understood that by cultivating a positive mindset, he could overcome obstacles and reach new heights. Communication is the key to personal and career success. Paul J. Meyer. Realizing the importance of effective communication, Alan focused on improving his verbal and nonverbal skills. He practiced active listening, developed clarity in his speech, and honed his ability to articulate ideas. With each interaction, he became more adept at conveying his thoughts and connecting with others. Empathy is seeing with the eyes of another, listening with the ears of another, and feeling with the heart of another. Alfred Adler. Alan recognized that empathy was a crucial skill in building meaningful relationships. He learned to put himself in others' shoes, to truly understand their perspectives and emotions. By cultivating empathy, he developed stronger connections with colleagues, clients, and friends, creating a supportive and collaborative environment. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. They are the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. Ronald Reagan. Inspired by this quote, Allen realized that leadership went beyond personal achievements. He understood the importance of inspiring and empowering others to reach their full potential. Allen embraced mentorship, coaching, and team collaboration, becoming a leader who fostered growth and success in those around him. Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. Encountering setbacks along his journey, Allen found solace in this quote. He learned that resilience was essential in the face of adversity. Rather than being disheartened by failures, he saw them as opportunities for growth and learning. With renewed determination, he persisted in his pursuit of developing soft skills, knowing that success lay in the ability to keep moving forward. As the years passed, Allen's dedication to developing soft skills paid off. He found himself excelling not only in his professional life but also in his personal relationships. The soft skills he had honed, positivity, communication, empathy, leadership, and resilience, has become ingrained in his character, shaping him into a well-rounded and respected individual. Allen's story serves as a reminder that technical expertise alone is not enough to thrive in today's world. The development of soft skills is crucial for personal and professional growth. With the right attitude, effective communication, empathy, leadership, and resilience, individuals can unlock their true potential and make a lasting impact in all aspects of life. Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a young man named Alex. Alex was a curious and inquisitive person, always questioning the world around him. He believed that questioning was the key to progress and success in life. One day, as Alex was walking through the village, he noticed a group of elderly villagers sitting under a tree, deep in conversation. Intrigued, he approached them and asked, "What are you discussing so passionately?" An elderly man named Samuel looked at Alex with a smile and replied, "We are discussing the importance of questioning in our lives. We believe that asking the right questions leads to progress and success." Intrigued by their words, Alex sat down with the group and listened to their stories. Each person shared their experiences of how questioning had played a significant role in their personal growth and achievements. One villager, Sarah, shared her story of starting a successful bakery. She said, "When I first started baking, I questioned traditional recipes and techniques. I asked myself, how can I make this better? Through experimentation and continuous questioning, I discovered unique flavors and techniques that set my bakery apart." Another villager, Thomas, shared his journey of becoming a successful farmer. He said, "I questioned the conventional farming methods and asked, is there a more sustainable and efficient way to grow crops? By seeking answers to my questions, I adopted organic farming practices and implemented innovative irrigation techniques, which resulted in higher crop yields and healthier produce." As the stories continued, Alex realized that each person had embraced the power of questioning to overcome challenges and achieve their goals. Inspired by their experiences, he made a commitment to incorporate questioning into his own life. With newfound determination, Alex embarked on a quest for knowledge and success. He questioned his own beliefs, challenging any limitations he had placed on himself. He sought advice from mentors and experts, asking them thought-provoking questions that expanded his understanding. Through his continuous questioning, Alex developed a strong sense of self-awareness. He identified his strengths and weaknesses, and with each question asked, he uncovered new opportunities for growth and improvement. His curious nature fueled his creativity, and he started to think outside the box, finding innovative solutions to problems. Over time, Alex's dedication to questioning paid off. He started a successful business, bringing forth new ideas and disrupting the industry. His ability to ask the right questions and seek valuable insights set him apart from his competitors. People around the village admired Alex's achievements and began to follow his example. They realized that questioning was not a sign of weakness or ignorance, but rather a pathway to progress and success. The village became a hub of innovation and growth, with each individual embracing the power of questioning. As time went on, the village thrived, and its reputation spread far and wide. People from neighboring villages came to learn from the villagers' wisdom and their commitment to asking the right questions. Alex was inspired by quotes of Tony Robbins that the quality of your life is determined by the quality of the questions you ask, and another quote by Indira Gandhi that the power to question is the basis of all human progress. And another valuable quote by Voltaire that judge a man by his questions rather than his answers. An overall quote by Zig Ziglar that success is not the result of spontaneous combustion, you must set yourself on fire. He realized that learning in life without right questioning is null and void. In a small town nestled among rolling hills, there lived a man named William. He was once a strong and capable individual, but an accident had rendered him paralyzed from the waist down. William's days were now spent confined to a wheelchair, and he often felt useless and overlooked by the world around him. One sunny morning, as William sat by the window, watching the bustling town square, he noticed a group of children playing. They were running, laughing, and enjoying their freedom, their energy infectious. William couldn't help but feel a pang of longing for the days when he could participate in such carefree activities. As he sat there, lost in his thoughts, William's eyes fell upon a large oak tree in the center of the square. Its strong branches reached toward the sky, providing shade and shelter for those who sought respite from the summer heat. The tree seemed to stand tall and proud, silently observing the world below. Inspired by the tree's quiet strength, William began to reflect on his own situation. Although he could no longer actively engage in physical pursuits, he realized that he still had the power to make a difference in the lives of others. He remembered the words he had once read, "They also serve who only stand and wait." Determined to find his purpose, William embarked on a journey of self-discovery. He started by volunteering at the local community center, where he helped organize events and activities for children and elderly residents. Despite being unable to participate physically, William used his keen mind and compassionate heart to make a meaningful impact. Word of William's dedication and positive attitude spread throughout the town. People admired his unwavering spirit and began seeking his advice and guidance. They would visit him, sharing their problems, and he would lend them a listening ear and offer words of encouragement. Though he couldn't physically lend a hand, his presence alone provided solace and strength to those in need. Over time, William's reputation grew, and he became a symbol of resilience and hope in the town. His unwavering faith in the power of empathy and understanding inspired others to look beyond their own limitations and reach out to their community. They learned that service didn't always require physical action but could be carried out through acts of kindness, compassion, and emotional support. Years passed, and William continued to serve his community from his wheelchair, transforming lives with his words and his unwavering presence. He witnessed friendships form, conflicts resolve, and dreams rekindle. The town thrived, not just because of its physical infrastructure but because of the bonds of compassion and connection that had been forged. As William grew older, he knew that his time on earth was coming to an end. He sat by his window one final time, reflecting on his life's journey. Though his body had been confined, his spirit had been unbound. He had proven that even in stillness, one could make a profound impact on the world. On that serene evening, as the sun began to set, William closed his eyes, knowing that he had lived a life well spent. The legacy of his service lived on in the hearts of those he had touched, and the town would forever be grateful for the man who taught them that they also serve who only stand and wait. The story is inspired by On His Blindness sonnet written by John Milton.
In the bustling city of Varadale, four men with contrasting personalities and aspirations forged an unexpected bond. Each one had a unique role to play in the tapestry of life, and their paths intertwined in remarkable ways. The wanderer, Jackson. Jackson was a rugged, nomadic soul, drawn to the allure of distant lands and hidden treasures. With a weathered map and a heart full of curiosity, he roamed the world seeking adventures beyond the horizon. His rugged appearance and mysterious charm captivated those he encountered, leaving a lasting impression on every town he visited. While others sought stability, Jackson embraced the unpredictability of life on the road, knowing that it was in the unknown that true treasures were often found. The follower, Ethan. Ethan was a gentle and nurturing soul, content in the role of a follower. He possessed an uncanny ability to understand the desires and needs of others, making him a cherished confidant and advisor. Whether it was supporting a friend through tough times or assisting his family in their endeavors, Ethan's empathetic nature and unwavering loyalty endeared him to everyone he encountered. While he didn't seek the spotlight, his impact on the lives of those around him was profound. The achiever, Lucas. Lucas was a driven and ambitious individual, relentlessly pursuing success in every endeavor. Whether it was academics, sports, or business ventures, Lucas set high goals and worked diligently to achieve them. His competitive spirit and unyielding determination earned him admiration and respect from his peers. Despite his focus on success, Lucas recognized the importance of camaraderie and often used his achievements to uplift and inspire others to reach their full potential. The leader, Oliver. Oliver was a born leader, exuding charisma and wisdom that commanded respect from all. His genuine care for the well-being of the community and innate ability to bring people together made him a natural leader. Oliver had a vision for Varadale, one where unity and cooperation thrived, and he dedicated himself to turning that vision into a reality. He led with humility and compassion, always putting the needs of others before his own, making him a true beacon of hope and guidance. As fate would have it, these four men found themselves drawn to Varadale, a city bustling with diverse ambitions and dreams. The paths of Jackson, Ethan, Lucas, and Oliver crossed during a local festival that celebrated the city's culture and unity. During the festival, Jackson mesmerized the crowd with his enthralling tales of adventures from distant lands. Ethan, ever the supportive listener, connected with the audience, offering an understanding ear and a comforting presence. Lucas, impressed by the camaraderie, saw an opportunity to unite the community further, using the festival's success as a springboard for greater achievements. And there, amidst the festivities, Oliver recognized the potential of these four distinct personalities coming together to create something extraordinary. As the days turned into weeks, the four men grew inseparable, each recognizing the value and uniqueness of the other's qualities. They collaborated on projects, with Jackson guiding them to unexplored places, Ethan fostering unity and empathy among the team, Lucas driving them to excel, and Oliver providing the wisdom and direction they needed. Their joint efforts transformed Varadale into a thriving city, where people celebrated their diversity while embracing a shared purpose. Jackson's adventurous spirit inspired a new generation of explorers. Ethan's selflessness created a tight-knit community, Lucas's achievements uplifted the economy, and Oliver's leadership paved the way for a better tomorrow. In the end, the four men proved that despite their differing aspirations, when they came together, their strengths complemented one another, creating a force of positivity that enriched the lives of everyone in Varadale. Their story became a legend, passed down through generations, inspiring people to recognize and embrace the diverse qualities within themselves and in others, for it is in this harmony that true greatness is achieved. Once upon a time in the quaint village of Prospera, there lived a young boy named Lucas. Lucas was known for his ambitious nature and unyielding determination. From a very early age, he dreamt of becoming a skilled archer, admired by all in the kingdom. He spent hours practicing with his bow and arrow, honing his skills and dreaming of the day when he would be recognized as the greatest archer in the land. However, as he embarked on his journey to success, Lucas encountered countless failures. His arrows missed their targets, he struggled to maintain his focus, and his confidence wavered. Each missed shot felt like a heavy blow to his aspirations. He became frustrated and disappointed with himself, wondering if he would ever achieve his dreams. But Lucas's father, a wise and experienced archer himself, saw the struggle his son was going through. He approached Lucas one day as he was brooding under the shadow of a large tree after yet another failed attempt. "Lucas, my son," his father said gently, "there is no success without failure. Failures are just intermittent blockades on the path to success, and success is the final destination. Embrace your failures, for they are the stepping stones to greatness." Lucas was skeptical at first, unable to see how his constant failures could ever lead him to success. Yet, he respected his father's wisdom and decided to heed his advice. Instead of letting his failures discourage him, Lucas used them as opportunities for growth and learning. He adjusted his stance, practiced his breathing techniques, and worked on his focus. With each failure, he analyzed his mistakes and made adjustments to improve his skills. He sought advice from his father and other experienced archers in the kingdom, eager to absorb their knowledge. As the years passed, Lucas's perseverance and dedication began to pay off. Slowly but steadily, his accuracy improved, and he won a few local competitions. His small victories fueled his determination, and he continued to push himself harder. One day, news of a grand archery tournament reached the village of Prospera. The best archers from all across the kingdom would compete, and the winner would be awarded a prestigious title and a valuable prize. Lucas saw this as the ultimate opportunity to prove his worth and achieve the success he had dreamt of. With his father's blessings, Lucas embarked on the journey to the tournament. The competition was fierce, and there were moments when he felt like giving up, but he reminded himself of his father's words, "Failures are just intermittent blockades. Success is the final destination." Lucas pushed through every challenge, never losing sight of his goal. Finally, the day of the final round arrived, and he found himself facing the most skilled archers in the kingdom. His heart pounded in his chest as he notched his arrow and took aim. With a deep breath, he released the arrow, and it soared through the air with breathtaking precision. Bullseye! The crowd erupted into cheers, and Lucas felt a surge of joy and accomplishment like never before. He had done it, he had won the tournament. Lucas returned to Prospero as a hero. His name echoed through the village, and he became an inspiration to all, especially the younger children who aspired to become archers themselves. He realized that without the failures he had experienced, he would never have achieved this level of success. From that day forward, Lucas never forgot the lessons he had learned on his journey. He understood that failure was not something to fear or be ashamed of, but rather a natural part of the path to greatness. With his father's wisdom in his heart, he continued to grow and improve, knowing that there would always be more challenges ahead. And so, Lucas lived the rest of his days as a living testament to the fact that success and failure were intricately connected. Failures were the stepping stones that led him to the pinnacle of success, and he embraced them with gratitude and humility, knowing that they had shaped him into the remarkable archer and person he had become. This story is inspired by a valuable quote by A.P. J. Abdul Kalam. There is no success without failure. Failures are just intermittent blockades. Success is the final destination. In the bustling metropolis of Newville, science reigned supreme. Towering research institutions and laboratories adorned the city, where scientists delved into the mysteries of the universe, unlocking its secrets one discovery at a time. Among these brilliant minds was a young physicist named Alex, whose passion for science burned brighter than 1,000 suns. From an early age, Alex was fascinated by the wonders of the natural world. While other children played with toys, Alex could be found engrossed in books about physics, chemistry, and astronomy. As years passed, Alex's knowledge expanded, and the desire to contribute to humanity's understanding of the cosmos only grew stronger. As Alex progressed in the field of physics, fame and recognition followed. Offers from prestigious research institutes poured in, promising fame and fortune. But amidst all the glitz and glamour, Alex never forgot the values instilled by a wise mentor during early years, the importance of preserving the purity of science and not distorting its essence for personal gain. One day, Alex received a mysterious invitation from a renowned scientist named Dr. Victor Magnus. Dr. Magnus, known for groundbreaking discoveries, had an air of enigma surrounding him. Rumors spoke of controversial experiments and potential distortions of scientific truths. Intrigued yet cautious, Alex decided to meet Dr. Magnus at his isolated laboratory on the outskirts of Newville. The laboratory was like a fortress, hidden away from prying eyes. As Alex stepped inside, the atmosphere felt charged with a peculiar energy. "Ah, Alex, I've been expecting you," Dr. Magnus said with a sly smile. "I've heard much about your brilliance, and I have a proposition for you." As they delved into discussions, Alex realized that Dr. Magnus' experiments were indeed groundbreaking but lacked the fundamental ethics that should underpin every scientific endeavor. The pursuit of knowledge, once noble and pure, had taken a darker turn. Dr. Magnus offered Alex an opportunity to join forces, promising fame and power beyond imagination. But Alex couldn't ignore the uneasy feeling that gnawed inside. The wise words of the mentor echoed in the back of the mind, reminding that science was a gift to humanity, and its purpose was to serve the greater good, not individual ambitions. Politely declining the offer, Alex decided to part ways with Dr. Magnus. However, the enigmatic scientist was not one to take rejection lightly. Driven by greed and a thirst for supremacy, Dr. Magnus resorted to using Alex's research without consent, intending to manipulate it for personal gain. Upon discovering Dr. Magnus' deceit, Alex knew that the time had come to stand up for the true essence of science. Rallying fellow scientists who shared the same values, Alex exposed Dr. Magnus' unethical practices and brought them to light before the scientific community and the public. The revelation shocked the world, but it also ignited a collective awakening. Scientists, researchers, and citizens alike began to question the direction science had taken. The ideals of integrity, transparency, and responsibility were reignited, becoming guiding beacons for future discoveries. Alex's act of courage inspired a movement that swept through Newville and beyond, prompting a paradigm shift in the scientific community. Collaborative efforts were made to ensure that science's beautiful gift to humanity remained pure and untainted by distorted intentions. As time passed, Alex's passion for science continued to flourish, leading to even greater discoveries. But now, the young physicist shared this knowledge openly, humbly, and ethically, understanding that the responsibility of scientific progress lay not just in individual brilliance but in collective wisdom. Years later, in a world that had transformed under the influence of a noble scientific community, Alex was honored with the highest accolades, not just for scientific achievements but for being a guiding light, showing that science was indeed a beautiful gift to humanity when its essence remained untainted and its purpose remained selfless. The story of Alex and the triumph of integrity in science reminded the world that knowledge, like any powerful tool, could shape the destiny of humanity. Embracing the true essence of science, The world moved forward into an era where discoveries were not just celebrated for their brilliance but cherished for the positive impact they brought to all of humanity. This story is inspired by a valuable quote by A. P. J. Abdul Kalam. "Science is a beautiful gift to humanity, we should not distort it." In the bustling metropolis of New Haven, there lived a young woman named Emma. She was an ambitious journalist with a passion for uncovering untold stories and shedding light on the truth. Emma had a unique gift, the ability to hear what wasn't said, to perceive the hidden emotions and intentions behind people's words. Her extraordinary talent had earned her a reputation as a skilled interviewer. She could sit down with politicians, celebrities, or even ordinary people, and within minutes, they would find themselves opening up about their deepest fears, hopes, and dreams. It was as if Emma held a key to unlock the gates guarding their innermost thoughts. One day, a mysterious invitation arrived at Emma's office. It was an opportunity to interview Vincent Blackwood, a reclusive billionaire known for his enigmatic nature and aversion to media attention. Vincent rarely granted interviews, making him a highly sought-after subject for journalists, but Emma's track record of perceptive reporting had caught his attention. Curiosity and excitement gripped Emma's heart as she prepared for the meeting. She had researched Vincent extensively, but she knew that her ability to hear what wasn't said would be her greatest asset during this interview. She arrived at Blackwood Manor, an imposing estate surrounded by tall walls and dense forests. Inside the grand library of the mansion, Emma found Vincent Blackwood waiting for her. He was a tall, dark-haired man with piercing blue eyes that seemed to hold 1,000 secrets. The atmosphere in the room was tense, and Emma sensed that Vincent was wary of the media attention he usually received. As they began the interview, Vincent's answers were guarded, and he chose his words carefully. Emma listened intently, not just to the words he spoke but to the cadence of his voice, the fleeting expressions that crossed his face, and the way he fidgeted with his pen. She steered the conversation towards his philanthropic endeavors, and with each question, she probed gently, seeking to understand the driving force behind his charitable work. The more she listened, the more she sensed a profound desire to make a positive impact on the world, a desire that went beyond mere accolades or publicity. In a moment of vulnerability, Vincent mentioned a childhood memory of his parents struggling to make ends meet and how that had shaped his philanthropic vision. Emma saw the flicker of raw emotion in his eyes as he spoke, revealing a part of him he had seldom shared with anyone. She seized the opportunity to ask about his aversion to media attention, wondering what lay beneath the surface of his guarded demeanor. Vincent paused for a moment, as if wrestling with his thoughts, before confessing that fame had often brought him unwanted attention, leading to a sense of isolation and vulnerability. It was then that Emma realized the true significance of her gift. She wasn't just conducting an interview, she was connecting with Vincent on a human level, making him feel seen and understood. As the interview concluded, Vincent thanked Emma for her insightful questions. He confessed that he had been hesitant to grant the interview initially, but Emma's ability to hear what wasn't said had made all the difference. She had given him the space to express himself authentically, without judgment or intrusion. In the weeks that followed, Emma's interview with Vincent Blackwood was published, earning praise for its depth and sensitivity. The story touched the hearts of many, inspiring others to see beyond the surface and truly listen to one another. From that moment on, Emma's career soared to new heights. She continued to use her gift to uncover stories that mattered, giving voice to the voiceless and bridging gaps between people from all walks of life. In the end, Emma proved that the most important thing in communication is not just the words spoken, but the ability to hear the unspoken, to understand the emotions hidden beneath the surface. Through her gift, she reminded the world that true connection could be found in the spaces between the spoken words, where empathy and understanding flourished. The story is inspired by a valuable quote by Peter Drucker. The most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there lived a young girl named Lily. She was known for her bright spirit, curiosity, and eagerness to learn new things. Every day, she would explore the world around her, trying out different activities and discovering her passions. Lily had a passion for painting, and she spent countless hours with her brushes and canvases, creating vibrant masterpieces that filled her heart with joy. One day, she decided to enter a local art competition, hoping to showcase her talent to the world. Excited and full of anticipation, she worked diligently on her entry, pouring her heart and soul into it. The day of the competition arrived, and the village square buzzed with excitement. Artists from far and wide had gathered to display their works of art. Among them, Lily nervously exhibited her painting. As the judging commenced, she watched with bated breath, hoping to see admiration in the judges' eyes. Unfortunately, when the winners were announced, Lily's name was not among them. She felt a pang of disappointment and sadness wash over her. Doubt and self-criticism started creeping into her mind, and she began to question her skills as an artist. Seeing her disheartened state, an old artist named Mr. Williams approached Lily. He was known for his wisdom and the incredible artwork he created over the years. Mr. Williams smiled warmly and said, "My dear, I've been where you are now, feeling defeated and doubting my abilities. But let me share a secret with you. Mistakes are an essential part of learning and growing as an artist, or in any aspect of life. Don't let this setback define you. Instead, learn from it and use it as a stepping stone to improve." Taking his advice to heart, Lily decided not to wallow in disappointment. Instead, she chose to start over and learn from her mistakes. She spent hours studying art books, observing other artists' techniques, and experimenting with new styles. She embraced constructive criticism and feedback, understanding that it would only help her progress. Weeks turned into months, and Lily's skills blossomed. Her dedication and perseverance paid off, and her artwork flourished with newfound confidence and creativity. Not only did she become more skilled, but she also found her own unique voice as an artist, expressing emotions and stories through her paintings. As time passed, another art competition approached, and Lily decided to give it another try. This time, she was not driven by the desire to win but to showcase her growth and passion for art. When the day of the competition arrived, she stood before the judges with a sense of inner peace, knowing that she had already won in the process of improving herself. To her surprise, Lily's painting received a special mention from the judges. While she didn't win the top prize, the recognition was a testament to her progress and determination. More importantly, Lily had learned the most valuable lesson of all, that setbacks and mistakes are not something to be feared or ashamed of but embraced as opportunities for growth. From that day forward, Lily continued to pursue her love for art, fearlessly exploring new techniques and styles. She never forgot Mr. Williams' wise words, and they became her guiding light whenever she faced challenges in life. As the years passed, Lily's artwork became renowned throughout the land. She held exhibitions in big cities, inspiring countless others to pursue their passions despite setbacks. Her story became a beacon of hope for anyone who felt disheartened by their mistakes. And so, the young girl from the quaint village taught the world a valuable lesson. Don't let your mistakes make you feel bad. Embrace them, learn from them, and let them guide you toward a brighter and more fulfilling future. For in the pursuit of growth, the journey is just as beautiful as the destination. The story is inspired by a valuable quote by Sir Richard Branson. Don't let your mistakes make you feel bad. Start over and learn from those mistakes. in the heart of a remote village, tucked away from the bustling world, there lived a young boy named Siddharth. He was known for his unwavering determination and his boundless curiosity. The village elders often told him the ancient saying, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is achieved." From a very young age, Siddharth had a dream, to become a skilled painter and bring the beauty of the world to life on his canvases. He would spend hours sitting by the riverside, sketching the vibrant landscapes and the myriad creatures that adorned his surroundings. But in a village where practical skills like farming and carpentry were valued, Siddharth's dream of becoming an artist seemed out of place. Despite the lack of encouragement, Siddharth never let go of his aspiration. He would often wander into the forest to seek inspiration, where he encountered an old, wise sage. The sage recognized Siddharth's determination and talent and took him under his wing as an apprentice. The sage shared the same ancient mantra with Siddharth, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is achieved." Under the sage's guidance, Siddharth honed his skills and developed a unique style of painting that mesmerized anyone who laid eyes on it. As the years passed, his work improved, and he gained recognition within the village. However, Siddharth's heart yearned for more. He wanted to showcase his art to the world and learn from other artists beyond his village. With a heavy heart, Siddharth bid farewell to his family and mentor, setting off on a journey to the nearby town of Melodia, known for its flourishing art community. But Melodia was a world vastly different from the tranquility of his village. The city streets were chaotic, filled with people rushing to fulfill their ambitions. Siddharth faced numerous challenges in Melodia. He struggled to find a place to stay and make ends meet. His artwork was met with indifference, overshadowed by renowned artists with established reputations. Doubt began to creep into Siddharth's mind, and he questioned whether he had made the right choice. But every time he felt disheartened, the words of the mantra echoed in his ears, reminding him to arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is achieved. Siddharth knew he couldn't let go of his dream now. He persevered, working odd jobs during the day to support himself and painting at night in the tiny room he rented. As Siddharth's skills improved, he caught the eye of an art gallery owner. Impressed by Siddharth's dedication and the passion reflected in his artwork, the owner decided to exhibit his paintings. The exhibition was a turning point for Siddharth. His unique style and heartfelt expressions captured the hearts of the visitors, and his paintings began to sell. Word of Siddharth's talent spread like wildfire, and soon, art enthusiasts and critics from all over the country flocked to Melodia to see his work. Siddharth's dream of showcasing his art to the world had become a reality. But Siddharth didn't stop there. He had set another goal, to use his art to inspire and make a difference. With the money he earned from his paintings, he started a foundation to provide art education to underprivileged children in his village and nearby areas. He believed that art could ignite creativity and empower young minds to follow their dreams. Siddharth's dedication to his art and his philanthropic efforts gained him international acclaim. He became a renowned artist, known not just for his talent but also for his passion for uplifting others. In time, Siddharth returned to his village, not as a discouraged dreamer but as a beacon of hope. He shared his story with the children and the villagers, encouraging them to embrace their passions and pursue their goals with unwavering determination. The ancient saying, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is achieved," had guided Siddharth throughout his journey. It taught him that dreams could be realized through perseverance and unwavering commitment. Siddharth's story became a legend in the village, inspiring generations to come. And so, in the quiet village where Siddharth's journey had begun, the words of the ancient mantra lived on, passed down from elders to the young ones, reminding them that no dream was too big and no goal was unattainable if they held on to the spirit of arising, awakening, and stopping not till the goal is achieved. The story is inspired by a valuable quote by Swami Vivekananda. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is achieved. Once upon a time, in a quaint little town nestled between rolling hills and a glistening river, lived a young boy named Ethan. He was known for his kind heart, boundless curiosity, and a smile that could brighten the gloomiest of days. Ethan's life took an extraordinary turn when he stumbled upon an ancient book hidden in the dusty corner of an old library. Little did he know that this book contained magical wisdom, inscribed by a long-lost civilization. As he read through the pages, a soft, ethereal voice echoed in his mind. The voice belonged to an ancient being named Ilara, a guardian spirit bound to the book. Ilara was more than a spirit, she was a loyal companion, guiding Ethan through life's trials and tribulations. Whenever he faced difficulties or felt lost, he would seek solace in the book's enchanted pages, and Ilara's comforting voice would resonate within him, offering advice and wisdom. With Ilara's guidance, Ethan grew into a young man known for his compassion and empathy towards others. He embraced the teachings of the book, vowing never to forget those who had helped him along his journey. One such person was a wise old man named Mr. Wilson, who had been the librarian when Ethan first discovered the magical book. Mr. Wilson saw the potential in the young boy and took him under his wing, nurturing his love for knowledge and learning. He encouraged Ethan to explore the vast world of literature, history, and art, allowing his imagination to soar like a bird in flight. Ethan's journey was not without hardships, and during his darkest moments, a childhood friend named Lily remained steadfast by his side. Lily was a beacon of light in his life, always there to lend a listening ear or offer a warm embrace. Their friendship blossomed into something deeper, and they became each other's confidants and pillars of support. As Ethan's fame spread throughout the town, he encountered jealousy and animosity from some who sought to undermine his success. Yet, he never wavered from the teachings of the book and Ilara's soothing voice, which reminded him never to hate those who loved him less. Throughout his journey, Ethan met many believers, people who saw his potential and cheered him on from the sidelines. Among them was a talented artist named Emily, who saw Ethan's story as an inspiration for her paintings. She captured the essence of his character, his encounters with Ilara, and the magic that surrounded him in beautiful artworks that left audiences in awe. As Ethan's adventures continued, he encountered challenges that tested his resolve and integrity. In moments of temptation, he turned to Ilara's voice, guiding him to stay true to his principles, never to cheat or deceive those who believed in him. With Ilara's wisdom and the support of his loved ones, Ethan's fame grew far and wide. But he never lost sight of the lessons he had learned, to be grateful for those who helped him, to love those who loved him, and to be honest and loyal to those who believed in him. And so, the tale of Ethan, the young boy with a magical book and a guardian spirit, continues to inspire generations to come. His story serves as a reminder that no matter how successful or famous one becomes, it is the bonds with others and the values held close to the heart that truly define a person's character. The story is inspired by a valuable quote by Swami Vivekananda. Who is helping you, don't forget them. Who is loving you, don't hate them. Who is believing you, don't cheat them.